Creating case files in Command Client. You can save multiple video files, snapshots, and notes together into a case file, allowing you to better organize your evidence. These cases can be saved and accessed multiple times, shared with other users in a user group, and exported. When connected through a CES, cases are saved on the Media Archiver, allowing the evidence on them to be retained for a longer period of time than the video on the recorder or CRS. Once a video file has been successfully saved to the Media Archiver, an orange symbol is added to the video file icon. Note that in this video, we'll be demonstrating case files when connected through a CES. For the most part, cases are built and exported the same, regardless of what you are connecting to through Command Client. However, cases created when connected to a single recorder or CRS cannot be saved. You can still create the case, add videos, snapshots, and notes, but you cannot save the case for continued use over multiple sessions, and the case cannot be shared with other users. You can create a new case by clicking the Evidence tab in the navigation panel and clicking Add Case. Or, when investigating archive video, select the video you wish to add to a case the same way you would when exporting video. Under the Destination dropdown, select Case. You can then select to save that video to a new case or add it to an existing case. For this example, I'll create a new case. Click Export. A new case has been created and that video has been added. Regardless of how you create the case, you now have the option to give the new case a unique name. Then click Save As to save the case. You can now come back to this case anytime to review, edit, or add further evidence. You can add more video to this the same way we did previously. Export video as a case, and select the case name that we previously created. And now you see we have that new video added to our existing case. To add snapshots, once again go to your desired archive video, right-click on the image, and click Take Snapshot. You can then configure the snapshot as you would normally, and under Destination, select Case, and use the drop-down to either create a new case or add it to an existing one. I want to add this to my existing case, so I'll select the case we've been working with and click Save. That snapshot is now added to the case. By selecting a video or a snapshot, you can see the details about the piece of evidence, like the name of the camera it's from and the server path. You can add notes to each piece of evidence as well, describing the event or collecting information. You can also add notes to the case file in general by clicking the note at the top. Here you can assign a title to the note and add general notes about the case. You'll also see a collection of all other notes in the case. You're also able to share a case with other users in your associated user group, allowing others to view, edit, and export the case. So I'm going to share the case I've been working on with the other members of my training group. To do this, check the Share box. You'll then be able to use the drop-down to select the group you want to share the case with. You'll only see user groups that you're a member of. If you're not assigned to a user group, then the Share box will be disabled. I want to share this case with the training user group, so I'll check that box. You can check multiple groups if you wanted to as well. With the changes made to the case, make sure you click Save. Now the other users in the group will be able to view, edit, and export the case. While everyone in the user group can now access the case, Only the original author can delete the case or set it back to private. To set a case back to private, removing from group access, simply uncheck the share box. Now if I log in as a different user in that user group and go into the Evidence tab, I now have access to the case that was just shared with the user group. This user is able to open the case, make changes, add new evidence, and export. Once you're finished adding evidence to a case, you can then export the case. Click the Export to File icon. In the Export Case dialog box, you can select the details and location of the export. Under Format, use the drop-down to select whether the case will be exported in CME, encrypted CME, or as a PDF. CME exports the case in Command Multimedia Evidence, or .cme file format. This proprietary file format ensures that sensitive video evidence cannot be easily shared over the internet, and it is able to include snapshots and notes along with the video. CME encrypted is the same, but requires a password, which is set up here, to open the exported case. Exporting to a PDF creates a PDF containing all your snapshots and notes, but not your video files. Instead, videos are represented by a single image and include details about the video, like start and end time. You can then select the destination for the export to be saved. If you selected PDF, when you click Export, a Save As window will appear, where you can select a location to save the PDF to. If I open that PDF, you can see the information from my notes are there, along with stills from the videos and my snapshot. If you choose to export as one of the CME options, you can then select the destination, either local, which you will then use the Browse option to select the location, or to a CD/DVD drive if your computer supports it. You can then also decide whether or not to include the command player with the exported file. The command player is required to open the case file, so if you know it will be getting sent somewhere that might not already have the software, you should check this box to include it. Now if I open that case in the command player, we can see everything from the case here. The notes we've added, the video, and the snapshots. Finally, once you're completely finished with a case and know you will not have to revisit the evidence in there, you can delete the case from the Media Archiver. Go into the Evidence tab, select the case you wish to delete, and click Delete Case. There you have it. Case files are a simple way to gather all related evidence, manage it, and share it.